Today we're going to be working on Bluetooth headphones. This is just a cheap set. Arrived today. Here's the box. My daughter ordered them online. They arrived, and straight out of the box, the power button, you press it, there's no click, so it should click like that. So there's obviously a button underneath there. Power button doesn't click, and volume up button as well doesn't click. So no power on. This is just a cheap set from China. Not even worth it to send it back. Let's see if we can take them apart. Maybe just replacing a button or something. Maybe we could just get these fixed ourselves. Okay, so obviously the first challenge is to get into them without breaking them. Okay, we have a micro USB port there. We have a, this looks like a, yeah, it is micro SD card. So this is also obviously not just headphones, wireless headphones. Okay, so you've got radio, MP3 player, all built in. Okay, so for under 10 euros, good value for money if they actually worked. And how long will they last? And there's also a 3.5mm audio jack there as well, so if your battery goes flat, you can plug in your cable and away you go. Okay, I don't see any screws. Sometimes under the pad there'll be some screws this way, but I think either we got to pop off this cover here, or maybe here there's a seam here. Let's just slowly see if there's any without breaking any clips or glue or anything. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna, that might open. Just along that edge. There we go. So there's a clip there. Okay, so this is just going to pop off now. There we go. Okay, so no screws. You've just got 4 holes that they push onto some plastic studs there. Be careful of your cable going into your headset there. And here's your board. And the battery obviously goes through the headphones, and the battery sits inside the cup. Okay, so the power button is this button here that's not working. So is it the button? Ah, the button actually does work. Okay, so something to do with the little stud here that pushes against the button. Is it not springing back? Is it not lined up? Okay, let's just switch that off again. Okay, this one on the right also wasn't working. No, that also works fine as well. So all the buttons do work, they do click, just maybe not lining up with the, maybe they're not lining up with the little plastic PP that sticks out underneath the button. Okay, there is some clips here as well. Oh, I think you can take out this circle here. Okay, let's just see if we can pop off those clips as well without breaking anything. Not this way. So from the outside, pushing inside, 1, 2. It's very cheap plastic, so we don't want to break. I don't want to break anything. Okay, So now that we've got that off, one of the plastic parts here, this is your spring back for probably for the center button. That's already broken as well. You got 3 out of the 4 there. Okay, let's see how our buttons line up to the okay, so we do have all 4 buttons do seem to line up nicely with the cutout, and we do have all 4 plastic pieces intact on the, they're not bent or anything. Okay, so obviously it's not missing it by much, just enough, just a little bit off center, and you can actually see on the metal part of the button just off the center, it's actually dented in a little bit where the continuous trying to switch it on, is actually dented the little button there, the casing of the button. The center part, the push part, does actually work. Clicks perfectly, and if you hold it down, it switches on. It's going into pairing mode there. Blue, red, okay, classic. Power off. I can hear the tones, the on-off tones there. Okay, so basically what we've got to do, we've got to line up these buttons here. So it's just got to go sort of a little bit to the right. Okay. Okay, well, they do, if I set this cover on top, they do line up. I see this is actually also, you won't be able to see it on the camera, but it's actually worn out. It's at an angle, it's not exactly flat. Actually looks a little bit longer than the other ones as well. Let's just compare it to the M, which we know is working perfectly. 2.9. .1 on the low side. Yeah, 3.1. So 0.2. I don't. This cheap plastic molding, I don't know if that makes any difference, but it is definitely a bit longer. Should at least just take down the high side to get it flat. I don't want to go too far with this because no coming back from that. Then we'll be, instead of repairing, we'll be customizing. Okay, so we've got that down to 2.9 as well. I suppose we could also, there's just 2 screws mounting this circuit board on. I suppose if we loosen the screws, maybe there's enough play left and right, up and down. Let's see. No, not really. There's 2 locating plastic pins here as well, so no. So can't move the circuit board around. That button is butted up right against that screw, so can't move the button over to the right. In saying that, it actually looks like this screw has actually pushed that button just a wee bit over to the left. Yeah, definitely. If I look at that, if I look at the angle of that leg there, it's definitely that way. Suppose we could file the screw down flat on the one side, and then maybe resolder this button on. Okay, I think what we're going to start with first is, because this screw is pushing the button to the left, let's remove the screw, grind it a little bit, file it down a little bit on that side, and then push the switch back over to the right. That's how it was intended when this board was designed. Maybe not such a large screw with such a large head. Okay, that's going to be the first. That's be our first plan. Okay, see if we can get this done. Before I grind anything, let's see if I can actually just push this button over a little bit to the left, not ripping off any pads or anything like that. Otherwise, let's just solder it. Not actually moving as easy as I hoped. Well, there you go. That moved it. Does it still work? It does. Okay, so I can see if I just leave that screw out. Let's leave that screw out for now. Let's get the covers back on and see, is that good enough? I mean, make the headphones lightweight. Yeah. There you go. It's working. It's working. So I'm actually going to leave that screw out. I mean, it doesn't deserve any more time wasted on this device. It's working. It clicks. Power's on. That's it. Click it back in here. P47 wireless, broken out of the box. Quick and easy fix. Remove a screw. Weight reduction. And that's the fix for these. Remember, there's always a fix. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.